Hello, everybody, and welcome to Gemini Twin Ascension. Home from basketball, kids fed, they're settling down for bed now. Um, a couple of different things that I wanted to talk about tonight. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and get this part of it out of the way because it's right here in front of me. And if you saw my Instagram post, it was early this morning, I believe, or late last night. I can't remember right offhand, but it was one of I think, my most recent Instagram post. I used my Viking Oracle deck and my runes, which I don't use my runes a whole lot because, well, I don't know them very well yet, and quite honestly, the ones that I have, I just don't really like the feel of them. They've got this real chalky, gritty texture to them, and I'm not crazy about the feel of them, so I don't use them a whole lot. But last night, for some reason, I was called to pull them out along with my Viking Oracle deck, which again I don't use very often, but something was telling me last night to do it. Well, I started shuffling the Viking Oracle deck first, and the very first card that came out was, and I don't, let me see if I can, if it's got the pronunciation in here, and I don't think it does. Not in that one. Let's see if it's in here. Sometimes it has them. Yeah, Dagaz. Yeah, I don't have Viking Heritage. As far as I know, I don't have, but who knows? It could come up later on. But it's this card right here, and the best way I can really describe, the shape of the rune, it almost looks like a really pointy infinity symbol to me. It's, of course, some people say hourglass, but it looks like a pointy infinity symbol to me. But I shuffled the cards. I can't remember the other two cards. I think it was the Well of Weird, and I can't remember the other card that came out. But those aren't the ones that are really sticking out in my mind right now. But I pulled those cards, and then I reached into the bag and pulled out a rune. I really, really wish I would have videoed the whole little incident last night, because it was just, I know the look on my face. But when I reached in and pulled out a rune, it was the same one as the card. Hello, Melissa. Um, but so I opened this was the main reason I bought those runes, because the book that came with it. It's the Book of Runes by Ralph H. Bloom. But I opened the book for the runes first before I opened the Oracle deck book. But I was sitting here reading the meaning of the rune in this book, and I'll read it to you. It says, "Here is a final rune belonging to the cycle of initiation. Drawing Dagaz often signals a major shift or breakthrough in the process of self-change, a complete transformation in attitude, a 180-degree turn. For some, the transition is so radical that they are no longer able to live the ordinary life in the ordinary way. Because the timing is right, the outcome is assured, although not, from the present vantage point, predictable. In each life, there comes at least one moment which, if recognized and seized, transforms the course of that life forever. Rely therefore on radical trust, even though the moment may call for you to leap empty handed into the void. With this rune, your warrior nature reveals itself." And this is the other part that I really wish I was videoing when I did it, because I was sitting here just kind of trying to really get used to the texture of these runes. So I had my hand in the bag, just kind of feeling on them, because like I said, I really not crazy about the texture of them. But as I was reading this next paragraph, that's what I was doing. I had my hand in the bag. It says, "If the gauze is followed by the blank rune," this one right here, there's nothing on either side of it, "the magnitude of the transformation might be so great as to portend a death, a successful conclusion to your passage," which to me is, signaling and not a physical death, but like an ego death, a death of the person that you think you are, not the person that you are meant to be, nor that you know you truly can be. But sure enough, as I was sitting there, reading this paragraph, I decided, well, I'll pull another one just to see. And sure enough, that blank one came out, and I just noticed something that 22 is the rune number for this. Lovely. Um, and then it says a major period of achievement and prosperity is often introduced by this rune. The darkness is behind you. Daylight has come. Nevertheless, you are reminded not to collapse yourself into thoughts for the future or behave recklessly in your new situation. Considerable hard work can be involved in a time of transformation. Undertake to do it joyfully. So it's just having the card and the rune coming out. It's really, really showing that the twins are headed for a major breakthrough. And like it says, although from the present vantage point, it really may not seem like it is, but it's there. We just have to make sure we're doing the work to help it go as smoothly as possible. And then from the Oracle book, it says, know that you are protected. Only positive energy flows your way. Expressing daily gratitude will create profound change. Have hope. Happiness is within your grasp. The time for sorrow is over. Grief is necessary, but will soon diminish. Seek balance in all things. And it's got a little poem. It says, the darkness is complete until it's not. The black is no longer black, but blue, and then purple, and then streaked with pink, orange, yellow, gold, warmth, hope, happiness. All is changed. I am Dagaz. And then it talks about it's the rune of the elder Futark that says good things have arrived or are coming soon. It is the rune of the miracle of the dawn, the coming of the day, the first rays of sunlight after a frightening storm. It is the awakening of hope when it seemed hope was gone. It is the first gentle happiness after a period of grieving, the understanding that we can choose pleasure after a period of sacrifice. It is the relief after much hard work. The Dagaz is a protective force, too. It enhances happiness by warding off anything that may challenge that happy state. It is useful in dispelling depression, inducing hope, and bringing forth a balance of mind and body. The Dagaz was painted in yellow on the doorway of the halls, where happy events were held, ensuring not only good times would be had, but the people within would be protected from harm while enjoying themselves. So it does show a reverse side to it, but it wasn't reversed. The card wasn't flipped upside down. The rune came out just as I showed you. The looked like more like the luminoscape infinity symbol. I know I said the other word, but it came out just like it was supposed to. So it's signaling, major breakthroughs, happy times. The grief is over. We're coming into the period of dawn, the light. And I know a lot of the twins right now are having issues with things like that. Myself as well. Showing a little bit of karmic tendencies, stalking our twins. There's a bunch of different things I noticed. I caught myself today. I was actually on my twins' Twitter page. I've been really trying not to do that. I know he'll come to me when he's ready. But then there's the questioning where somebody's been, timing them from where, they left a place to where they get to their next place, well, what took you so long, things like that. And those are really a lot of karmic tendencies that are unnecessary. We don't have to do that, especially with our twins. If I made a post on my personal Instagram about trust, which I've told my twin, or not my twin, I'm sorry, baby. Did not mean that. I've told the karmic that I don't trust him. And without trust, there cannot be love. You have to trust in this connection. You have to trust in your twin that, when they tell you something, they're telling you the truth, which I've told my twin time and again, I will not lie to you. There are times I will not tell you something because I know it stresses you out, but if you ask me, I will tell you the truth. I will not lie to you. And that helps build the trust. We have, like I said, without the trust, there can't be love. So we have to work on building that trust with them. We do have, you know, two steps forward, one step back. It's a little dance, but you have to have the faith that your twin, and know that your twin loves you and that you can trust them. And I've told my twin this. I said, when shit went down in August, this is when I told him, you asked, I won't lie to you. I trust you too much to lie to you. So we all have to get into that habit of not stalking our twins or their family members, or, well, what are they doing now? Why, if they're doing this, why aren't they talking to me? There's sometimes that they do need the space to themselves. And Ophelia, I know you know what I'm talking about on this because you're dealing with this right now as well. Um, but there are times that our twins do need the time to themselves. I can't read the whole thing. Just um, I think I know what you just said, but I'll do it after a while. Whenever I actually get into the reading, I'll pull one. Um, but we really do have to get to this place of trust, because it goes hand in hand with the unconditional love. It just does. And if we don't learn to trust them, what they say is what they mean, then we're only delaying the union ourselves. If we don't trust them, there's not going to be a union. And that's a lot of what the divine is trying to get us to do right now. Um, you've heard me say this before. My twin has said multiple times, sooner or later, I always come back. And right now, I am trusting in that because I feel him, and I know he's dealing with some issues right now that he doesn't want to drag me in on. So he's keeping his distance, working his stuff out. And I just have to have the faith in the connection and trust that when he's ready to talk to me about it, he'll tell me. So, um, yeah. Whoa. Uh, oh, we'll see. Ow. Let's see. And I think since we had such a success with these last night, we are going to include these in the reading today because, like I said, they do have the runes on them, but they also have other Norse mythology stuff on here, like Odin and Thor, the Valkyries. Almost a Thor movie. Which, yeah, if I said that too loud, my youngest son, he loves Marvel, Avengers, all of that. So, uh, but we're gonna. Alrighty. uh, yeah, I swear I need glasses. One of these days, I'll get back to where I can actually do this the way I'm supposed to. Whoopsie. Okay. Hey. surprisingly today, been fairly calm with karmic. Although he's been bugging the crap out of me while he's at work. It's maintenance night. He's bored because they don't have the parts to fix the shit they need to fix. So he's been bugging the crap out of me. You'd think sending one word answers, okay, LOL. He'd get the point. I don't want to talk right now. Yeah, that's just who he is. ID 10T, and he has the hat to prove it. I shit you not. I did it as a joke. We were walking through the mall one day, and there's a store called Lids where they embroider hats. You know, they've got all sorts of sports teams, and they can do custom hats and everything. And we walked past there, and just as a joke, I said, "Well, hey, why don't you get ID 10T embroidered on a hat?" I was just joking. I didn't think he'd actually do it, but we did. Ha! Split the deck. Tower. Tower's almost over. But we walked in there, and he did. He actually had the hat made. It's black. He had a 4-leaf clover embroidered on the front of it in black, and then on the back of it in a silver. No, I'm talking a shiny silver thread. He had it embroidered on the back in like a kindergarten font, and he wears it. Yeah, I think we all are. We are all are. Por favor, alto, ahora. We're all going through weird stuff. I think it honestly it has to do with this 12-12-12 portal that's coming up, which I don't know a whole lot about it to really talk on it right now. I need to do a little bit of research before it comes up on Thursday. But it's 12-12-12 or 3-3-3, the Trinity energy. So it's a God. Yeah, I can't talk right now. But it's supposed to be going on from the 12th to the solstice, so it's supposed to be some massive energy. Yeah, I said energy, and you don't have to. Okay. Death comes flying out, along with a whole bunch of other cards, but that was the only one that flipped right side up. The rest of them were all okay. So, as I was sitting there talking about Dagaz death, transformations, tower moment coming out. Yeah, there's a lot of little synchronicities coming out tonight. So, I didn't meet her. You put me in front of so many people while I was there. I forget who all I actually got to meet while I was there. I know didn't actually get to meet Nicole, but I don't remember who all I met. Actually, you have met her at work. She smelled. Okay. Okay. I was gonna say I thought I did. I just couldn't remember where. It's like I said, you put me in front of so many people. I lost track. Oh yeah. Okay, I remember her. Okay, what do we have? Okay. Yeah, I remember her now. Okay, would you please stop flinging my cards everywhere? I'm just in a bouncy mood. And I have a purple shirt on that's got angel wings on it and cross on it. I really like this shirt. It makes my boobs look good. Okay. Yeah, I'm in just a. Kelsey was the one that stood speaking about the oils for a while. Kelsey was the one that Kelsey was the one that was making the pies, right? Hell, I don't remember. Like I said, you put me in front of so many people, I've lost track. Okay. I'm trying to open that box the wrong way. Sorry. Somebody's wanting to talk. Well, have a magic little thing called a phone. Oh, wait, it's bedtime for you. Buenas noches, mi amor. Dulce sueño. Yeah. Okay. I actually didn't have to ward off advances today, which was really nice. Although he did kind of make me cuddle with him for a minute, but he ended up with a pain in his shoulder and had to roll over the other way. Oh, I don't know what happened. Yeah, I do. That's the shoulder he hurt last September when he attacked me. Karma's a bitch. So, yeah. I don't have any sympathy for that one when he whines, oh, my shoulder's hurting. Well, you hadn't have tried to rip my cards apart, I wouldn't have tried to get them back from you. And you wouldn't have flipped me over your shoulder and hurt your shoulder. So, sorry, not sorry. It's your own fucking fault. Yay. Okay. That don't feel right. It comes out again. We'll take it, but that just didn't feel right. Somebody must be in a good mood. Been in a good mood today. Alrighty. And we need one for. Hi, please. What are you doing? You should be in bed by now. I know. You're feeling playful and. Oh my. Oh, and is there any? Yeah, we'll do this one. That. Resilience. Yeah, I come across this new reader the other night. Trying to sleep, couldn't sleep. Opened up YouTube. Come across this channel. Oh, what is her name? Teresa's Readings. I'm pretty sure is what it is. And holy crap, I watched the Gemini reading, and of course, the reason she pops up is she's a Gemini as well. And I swear, she has to be from Kentucky. You know, she has to be from the South somewhere. Just listen to her talk. But she has such a vibrant energy about her. And I've watched a couple of her readings now, and I really like her. So if you get a chance, check her out. Okay. Lots and lots of mirroring and yeah. Well, why does my hair keep pulling it in my face? Got static in my hair tonight. Okay. Gotta love that. What do we have? Huh. Please. Okay. And yeah. I started shopping for some new runes last night after I did this because yeah, these are just well, Ophelia, you've felt them, you know, they're just kind of nail on chalkboard type uh so we're gonna learn them. Y'all are gonna learn them with me. And my shirt keeps coming up. My pillow's cold, so I keep moving. Alrighty. We may pull other cards after, but yeah, y'all know how I do this. Okay. For the masculine, and I had to laugh on this one because the card for the masculine from the Viking Oracle is Loki. And a lot of you already know who Loki is. If you've watched the Thor movies, God of Mischief. So really, been sitting here tying my tongue all, and then this is the card that you're lucky I love you. Okay, it's the Loki card. It says develop your gifts of oration and clear speech. Sitting here trying to talk and he keeps tying my tongue. Clear speech, my ass. Play more often. That's where that energy's coming from. He's really playful right now. Laughter is a God's given gift. There may be someone in your life that isn't what they seem. Try a more lighthearted approach. Loki is a part of the class of gods known as tricksters. Although tricksters taught life lessons by tricking, shape-shifting, playing the fool, or simply playing, they weren't evil. By humbling the righteous and the mighty and exposing the unjust, they simply rebalance. Balance is coming up a lot, and you'll see it here in a little bit. What they saw was out of balance. So he's feeling really playful right now, and you can sit here and see my, which I really think I'm channeling some of his energy right now. They're feeling kind of playful, even if they might not be showing it a whole lot towards you. I think a lot of them have gotten out of that, you know, work, 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 and they're working towards finding the enjoyment in life, finding their playful side a little more. You know, the tickling, the wrestling. Yeah, you tickle me, and I'm liable to punch you in the nose. Um, but you know, their playful side. You know, the playing pranks and things like that. And then we have the Two of Cups. Like I said again, balance in the relationship, harmonious unions. They're trying to bring a balance to this relationship. They realize that a lot of it has been one-sided, that you know, they see where the feminine has been giving more and more, and the masculines have just been simply taking. They want to get out of that energy. They want to get to where they're giving back to their feminine just as much as she's giving to him, and they're working on it really hard. Then we have, and this shows up again, the judgment opportunity. Uh, they are looking for opportunities to come towards the feminine, like an opening, trying to find the words that they need because, like my twin says, I'm not good at expressing my feelings. And they are trying, some of them kind of failing, but trying to find the words to express what they need to express. And then we have a fear, which they are afraid that once they do come towards the feminine and say uh, what's on their minds, that the roles may be reversed and she's going to say too much, that's too much to handle for me. I would never say that to him. Anything he gives, anything above what he gives now is wonderful, whether it's just a little bit more of his feelings, I'd be happy. It's okay. Alrighty. Wow. Okay. So I did pull a rune for each, from the masculine to the feminine, feminine to the masculine, and one from spirit to the twins. And I'm not AWAS. Yeah, I remember the pronunciation of that from the Viking Oracle book. It's the M. When you see an M, what do you think in terms of this journey? Movement. And that's exactly what this means. Movement, progress, the horse. It says AWAS is the rune of transit, transition, and movement, of physical shifts, new dwelling places, new attitudes, or new life. It also signifies movement in the sense of improving or bettering any situation. Progress, breakthrough, the Dagaz rune. It's all playing in together. It says there is about this rune a sense of gradual development and steady progress, with the accompanying notion of slow growth through numerous shifts and changes. This could apply to growth of business or the development of an idea. A relationship may need to undergo changes if it is to live and grow. Moral effort and steadfastness are called for when you draw movement. Another of the cycle runes. Let it be said this way: as I cultivate my own nature, all else follows. It's a symbol of the horse, which signifies the bond between the horse and the rider. And it didn't come out reversed, so I'm not going to read that. But it says, before it goes into the reverse, it says, now is the time to turn again and face the future reassured. Prepare to share the good fortune that comes your way. The sharing is significant since it releases to the sun's power to foster life and illuminate all things with its light. Okay. And then for the feminine to the masculine. Yeah. For the Viking Oracle, does it have the pronunciation here? Ansuz is the card, and it almost looks like an F. Little, yeah. It says improved communication, clear thinking, and wise action are all of great importance now. Do not deny what someone or something really is in favor of a kinder perspective. Find order in the chaos. We have inherited both positive and negative aspects from our ancestors, and it is useful to know both. The universe is conspiring to open up new ways for you. The feminine's basically asking the masculine, and we have a dog fight. Karmic energies. You can leave my fucking dogs alone. Bradley! Yeah, karmic energy's going through my dogs now. Don't do that shit. But the karmic, yeah. The feminines are asking for a little bit, more consistent communication from the masculine. But it's also asking the feminine, or asking the masculine, to tap into his own intuition, listen for guidance from the divine. It says, we have inherited blood of countless ancestors, known and unknown, and with their life force and physicality. It is not enough to believe that we have the blue eyes of our grandmother or the hands of our grandfather. It is important to understand that we have the bravery of the first and the ability to build of the second. Yet, too, we may have inherited negative aspects of forebears, and we must name these as well to bring balance to our lives. That's it runs in the family. Well, it runs out here, basically. No, no, I'm not playing. I said stop. It's bedtime. My 13-year-old's got an attitude right now. But it's calling for us to, and the masculines to break these, ancestral. What's the word I'm looking for? I had it and it just went poof. To break all the ancestral bonds that, the negative aspects of our lineage. And then, let's see, is there anything else in that one? Because the give me just 1 second. Hey, stop it right now. Grab the kennel now. Open this kennel, put him to bed. Lock it, put him to bed. I'm not having a fight like that. What did the fight start over? Let me guess. Y'all didn't take trash out long ago, so both got in the trash. No. Fight. No, actually, I'm eating. Growling at Hank and Bo. What happened? It's bedtime. You're not getting any candy. It is after 9 o'clock. It is bedtime. I told you no when you knocked on the door because I knew that's what you were going to ask. Oy. I had to put my baby boy in his kennel just to keep him from fighting. Okay. Okay. All right. Can you help me get that back, please? He's not going to be able to stay in his kennel for long because he'll bark. Okay. And then we have from the feminine. Hang on, let me get my berries. And this is what part of that's what where I'm saying a lot of mirrorings going on. We have the world, the happiness and the justice, the balance. The feminine is wanting a more balance in this relationship. She, like the masculine was saying, he sees the imbalance and he's wanting to bring that back. He wants, and then the feminine says that once we have that balance, that balance, we'll be a lot happier. Both of us will. And then again, we have the Queen of Swords. It says fairness. Scales, Libra, balance. It's yeah, that seems to be the theme tonight. Is a lot of balance. Just picked up M rune after you read it. Awesome. And then we have peace. The feminine is tired of fighting. She's tired of the she's tired. She wants peace that she can only, I can't say can only find with him. She can find it on her own. But there is a peace in being with our masculine that is unlike anything else we will ever experience. And that's what she wants. She wants that comfort, that knowing that he's not going to hurt her, that he cares. And it's something that a lot of us in our past relationships, some of us in our current relationships don't have. We're always, wondering when that other shoe's going to drop, when the karmic's going to blow up, when shit's going to hit the fan. And we don't want that anymore. So we're asking our masculines to help us find that. And then the rune that we pulled for the feminine to the masculine, no, that's kind of funny. We have, oh, too far. It's called, let me see if the pronunciation's in here, because, yeah, I know I'm going to butcher half of these. I know it's in here somewhere. There it is. And this is one of the ones that's not in. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I say surely that's one of the main ones. Uruz is how it's pronounced. It almost looks like a skewed staple to me. But it stands for strength, manhood, womanhood, the wild ox. The rune of terminations and new beginnings, drawing Uruz, indicates that the life you have been living has outgrown its form. Transformations, breakthroughs, movement, that form must die so that new energy can be released in a new form. This is a rune of passage and such, part of the cycle of initiation. Yeah. Positive growth and change, however, may involve a descent into darkness as part of the cycle of perpetual renewal. As in nature, this progression consists of 5 aspects: death, decay, fertilization, gestation, and rebirth. Events occurring now may well prompt you to undergo a death within yourself. What did I say about the Dagaz? It could portend to death. Yeah, whatever. It could signify a death, but it's a death within yourself. Since self-change is never coerced, we are always free to resist. Remain mindful that the new life is always greater than the old. Prepare then for the opportunity disguised as loss. It could involve a loss of someone or something to which you have an intense emotional bond and through which you are living part of your life, a part that must now be retrieved so that you can live it out for yourself. In some way, that bond is being severed, a relationship radically changed, a way of life coming to an end. Seek among the ashes and discover a new perspective, a new strength. Um, sorry, I was listening. Um, it's asking the masculines to find their strength to give up something that they thought they wanted, but is no longer serving. But at the same time, It's telling the masculine that the feminines are finding their strength, finding their voice, learning to speak up, learning to say no. They're both rising up in this aspect. They're finding the strength that they need to change, to help bring that balance back. Yeah, that just okay. And then we have the messages from spirit, which again, we have judgment, you know. Hang on, because I'm double checking something because there was an aspect of it I heard a while ago when this card came out. Yeah, karma. That's yeah, I don't know why I just blanked out on that one. I think it was the whole room thing. Um, Karma's coming for everybody. Good karma, bad karma. The good you do is coming back. The bad you do, yeah. Feel sorry for you. Um, but the universe will reward you for your hard work. And then I'm still Burkano. Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna find the pronunciation of this one because yeah. This one is kind of it almost looks like a seedling to the tree of life, but the rune itself looks like a bee. It says for something small and insignificant, something big will grow. A birth, literal or figurative, will change your life. Take the current opportunity for a fresh start. Keep your plans close to your chest. Silence is wisdom's best reply. Barkanu is the rune of the birch, a straight, beautiful white bark tree with eye-like markings on its trunk. Birchwood, it smells so good. Awaz is the rune. Wait a minute. I skipped a page. Yeah, okay. I was like, wait a minute, that's not okay. Take speedy action. That's Awaz. But yeah. Birch Birches are the Norse tree of new beginnings, and Barkanu has its energetic heart, two concepts, birth and secrecy. Secret plant and okay. For Viking women, giving birth was dangerous. When a woman went into labor, she was taken to a woman-only sanctuary away from men and children. There the other women sang songs of welcome and magic to ease the mother's pain. If the birth was successful, the doors were opened to all the members of the family, and new stories and magic were woven to integrate the child into his or her family and the wider community. Barkanu was also used to mark vows of silence or secrecy, and those that broke such oaths were punished. Today, with gossip extending into bullying and other negative business, the balancing energies of Barkanu are needed more than ever. When we are birthing something new, whether it be a new business, a creative project, or a new relationship, it is wise to keep our plans and dreams quiet and protected. Okay, that plays into the whole secret planning that's been coming up, but also um Spirit's saying there are things that we don't need to know yet, that there are changes, there are, new beginnings coming that we don't need to know about yet, that we could spoil our own surprises. And asking the questions over and over and over, they're still going to give us the same answer. You don't need to know. And then we have, okay, the Queen of Wands, determination. Um, the universe is recognizing our determination to stay on this path, to keep going, even though at times it feels like our heart's going to break. And the universe sees that, and they're applauding us for that determination. And then we have energy, and when I looked at this one, it's call your power back to you, which this morning I was sitting here watching Lexi's live, and just all of a sudden I felt this urge to grab my black tourmaline and put it in between myself and the karmic. It was just like I was feeling him starting to try to pull, so I cut it before he even had the chance to try. And I immediately, as soon as I did it, I call all of my power back to me, send everything that's not mine back where it came from. And I felt it stop immediately. And then we have empathy, which majority of us are empaths. We feel things that we can't explain. We can't explain to other like-minded people because they understand it. Okay. This is just honestly seeing a whole lot of really good indications tonight, just through, because the rune we have from spirit to both twins, it looks like the greater than and less than signs. But it's called Jera, which means harvest, fertile season, 1 year. Um, a rune of benefit, a rune of beneficial outcome. Jera applies to any activity or endeavor to which you are committed. Nice. Be aware, however, that no quick results can be expected. We've got the work to do. A span of time usually is involved, hence the keyword 1 year, symbolizing a full cycle before reaping and harvesting or deliverance. You have prepared the ground and planted the seed. Now you must cultivate with care. To those who labor has a long season, a long coming to term. Jera offers encouragement of success. Know that the outcome is in keeping with providence, and continue to persevere. Remember the old story about the farmer who was so eager to assist his crops that he went out at night and tugged on the new roots. There is no way to push the river. Equally, you cannot hasten the harvest. Be mindful that patience is essential for the recognition of your own process, which in its season leads to harvest itself. I'm not getting that that's, as far as the timeline's going, I'm not feeling that that's the 1 year part. It's the reaping the rewards, but at the same time, not rushing the progress. You can't, like it says, you can't go out at night and tug on the roots of the plants and think that it's going to hasten, the progress. It's not. The more you tug on them, what's going to happen? You're going to kill the plant. And you can't sit there and pick at a wound and pick at a wound and pick at a wound and expect for it to heal. You've got to allow the time for the seeds to grow, to harvest the fruit. You've got to give the wound time to heal before it stops bleeding. You can't sit there and pick at it constantly and think that it's going to get any better. Let's see. But it's patience. The harvest is coming, is what that boils down to. And I'm seriously burping like crazy. Jalapenos, Waldo. Yeah. Mm. Well, if you'd eat more than once a day. Yeah, I forgot to today. Shut up. Let's see. Is there anything else? Because I honestly, the whole read there played so well into itself that it just, the mirroring and then the rune confirmations, and it just, wow. I'm still kind of, and yeah, all over, full body chills here. I definitely want to get a set. of runes that I'm more comfortable working with, because every time I go to shake that bag, I feel them rubbing together, and it's just like I am very tactile, the softness of things, or just I just oh, it's funny because my daughter and I, she'll call me sometimes. And I'm bored, and they only have one vehicle, so and her fiance um works night shift, and she babysits my little nephews, my little brother's boys, while he's at work. So she doesn't really get out a whole lot. So she'll call me, and what we'll do is we will walk around Walmart. And it's kind of funny because we joke about it. We walk around fondling blankets and clothes because the softness of blankets, even the softness of my pillow is just, I am very tactile, touch centered, and those runes just, they rub me the wrong way. I I'll rub you the right way, please. But yeah, I found a couple of different sets that I really like. I found one that was Tiger's Eye and another one that was Rainbow Moonstone. It's just a matter of picking one so that I can start using more. And I'm not sure what I want to do with the ones that I have here, because I honestly don't know if anybody else would really want to be working with them either. Because, like I said, they are very irritating to work with. Okay, I am going to. There you are. Yes, I am a little OCD about certain decks of cards. They have to all be turned the same way. I don't typically read reversals because of that, because it bugs me. Um, every once in a while, if they pop out reversed, I'll read them, but most of the time I don't. Oh, missed. I gotta pick that up in a minute. So, what do you guys think of that? Did any of it, strike something with y'all? And Ophelia, I will pull one for her in just a little bit. Just let me come back down a little off of that. Because I could feel him running his fingers up and down my back as I was doing that reading. He's here. Yeah, it's this morning when Lexi first got on her live. Um, as soon as I got on there, I felt this pain in my hip, and she was talking about how it was what looked like first responders. She said it looked like a fire department, but it wasn't a fire truck. It was more of their first responders truck in one of her neighbor's driveways, and she was concerned about her. And come to find out that she had fell. And like I said, as soon as I got on her live, I started in my hip, I started feeling this really bad pain. And then as soon as Lexi confirmed it, it was like it was gone. It was like I knew I had the confirmation I needed, because I had a feeling that that's where it was coming from. But I sleep funny sometimes, so I thought maybe I could work it out. But it went away, and it was almost like this lady had gotten a shot of pain medicine, and it just bam, instantly it was gone. But I really hope, well, Lexi said that the lady she'll be fine, but she did fall. But our gifts are opening up a lot more. It's like I said, I don't typically work with the Viking Oracle deck or those runes. And last night I just felt like getting them out. And now that I think about it, Lexi was doing one of her little nerd outs last night, and she started watching one of the Viking videos that she watches sometimes. That just maybe that's where the idea to do them came from. But like I said, the Viking Oracle deck was honestly a deck that I mainly got to placate the karmic because he loved, you know, Vikings or oh, what is that other one? The Last Kingdom, I believe is what it's called. There are two Viking TV series, and he loves them. So I kind of got that deck because he said he liked it and never really worked with it, just because he really picked that one. I was like, ugh. But the more I work with it, the more it's really interesting. It goes along with it helps you learn the runes. More a little more of the aspect behind them besides the book that I have, and it's starting to get kind of interesting. So I'm gonna have to definitely get a new set of runes. Uh, Mine's been coming in and out, almost kind of energetically playing peekaboo with me. Like I said, he's feeling really playful tonight, which I'm so happy you are, baby. I know you're stressed. I really do. Uh, this is Kaylee, but I recommend. Oh, hang on. Let me scoot closer because yeah, that hurt. But I resonated with the DM a lot. Jessica says I'm running in a DM energy. Oh, that happens sometimes. And that's where, wait, the word balance come up. Balance. DM and DF both have to find their balance of the masculine and the feminine. And that's, that's where the balance, another reason the balance is coming up. Some of us are out of balance inside, and we've got to bring that back. And we're wanting our counterpart to do the same. So, we're both balanced and we can raise up together, because it's hard when one of you's up here and the other one's down here, and all you want is for you to be together. But when you're not, it's not balanced and equal. It's a struggle. Ew. Ow. Oof. Let's see. Easy. Just love each other. The unconditional love, the how's the whys, yeah. His hand on her shoulder, she's got her eyes closed, just feeling his touch. And this deck is not a traditional tarot deck, but it does have the lovers in it. This is a Dragon Fae Oracle deck. Yeah. Oracle of the Dragon Fae. That's one of the, and I swear, every time I look at the back of these cards, and Lexi has this deck as well, but every time I look at the back of these cards, it reminds me of her. It looks like Lexi on these cards. I have a feeling she's going to go live tonight sometime. No, what do we have? Wow, pure heart. Nothing is impossible. Call me be. Now I'm hearing the Kim Possible theme song. Whenever you need me, baby, call me, beat me if you want to reach me. Yeah, I'll answer. Let's see. Jesus. What do we have now? Trying to figure out which deck to pull from for Kaylee. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Stupid comics gotta go. Well, that goes both ways, dearest. Yours too. I don't know if she's stupid or not. I don't know a whole lot about her. I really can't call her that. I'm sorry. That was not nice. I don't know a whole lot about her because he doesn't talk to me about her, which I'm thankful for. I really am. Because if he actually really talked about her, I'd probably end up hating her. I'm a little jealous of her because she gets to spend all this time with him that I don't. But I don't know her well enough to form a real opinion about her. I mean, I know she stresses him out. I can feel that. And she tends to be a little neurotic at times. She will take his phone away from him, go through his phone looking for things that aren't there. Um, but I don't know enough about her to have an opinion. I know he's actually called a karmic a couple of different names. I won't repeat them, but he has called him an idiot before. But he's also called him a coward. Hmm. My eyes keep getting drawn back to the beautiful creatures deck. So, Kaylee, we will do for you, since I feel like I've got enough energy right now. Thank you, baby. I love you. You're helping me a lot right now. I will pull a card from the beautiful creatures deck, some advice for you, and then we will go back to those runes irritating. Okay, I'm gonna pull another one though because that one's almost a wild card in this deck. Well, it is a wild card. There's two extra cards in this deck, and that's just um. It seems like you've gotten a lot more curious um about this journey. You're wanting to learn more about it, and Spirit's saying go for it. Learn all you can about it. It's like I've told my twin, I tend to research things that interest me. When he called me a stalker one day, this was when we first started talking. But research about it, learn from other people. There's no harm in being curious about something. You're only ignorant if you choose to remain that way. So, and then we have the Knight of Cups. Empathy. That But yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see what we have here. Let's see, is it's upright. That's good. Okay. Which the rune you have is Laguz. Not sure how you describe it, but it's this one. And it does look backwards. Everything on my camera looks backwards. but it's flow water, that which conducts. This that plays into this one because it's the card that it's kind of a wild card here. It's called the paranormal curiosity, and it plays into this rune. It says unseen powers are active here, powers that nourish, shape, and connect. The attributes of this rune are water, fluidity, the ebb and flow of emotions, careers, and relationships. It encourages you to immerse yourself in the experience of living without having to evaluate and understand. It speaks to the satisfaction of emotional needs, to awakening of the intuitive or lunar side of your nature. For a while, the sun strives for differentiation. The moon draws us towards union and merging. This rune signals a time for cleansing, for revaluing, reorganizing, realigning. A rune of deep knowing. It may call you to study spiritual matters in the readiness for self transformation. Success now lies in contacting your intuitive wisdom and attuning to your own rhythms. A rune of self relating rightly to self. Dagaz signifies what alchemists call conjunctio, or sacred marriage. In fairy tales, it is the end where the hero and the heroine live happily ever after. Well, that's good news. I won't read the reverse because it didn't come out reverse, but that plays, it plays. So this was the card that really should have come out because it plays right into the rune. Um, you know, do more research about this whole thing. Learn, not just the twin side of it, all the aspects of spirituality, how to grow your gifts, because obviously they're there and they're telling you they want you to dive deeper into it, and in doing so it will help you open your gifts more and understand it more, and you've got somebody there right beside you that can help you a lot with that. um I really don't know what else to say about that one, but your gifts are opening. You have to let spirit know that you're willing to go through the process of it. Oh wow, everything tonight is really really playing into each other. It's thank you, dear. You're helping me a lot tonight. Now just bring your cute little ass over here so I can kiss you. Well, not well. I'd kiss your ass too if you asked me to, but that's not what I meant by that. I miss your kisses is what I was trying to say. But he does. He's got this cute little bubble butt. And you just want to grab it and yay. So basically have hidden Jessica. Pretty much. You've got powers of your own as well. They may not be the same as Jess's, but you've got powers of your own and they're wanting to open up. You just learn to tap into them, meditate, do research on crystals or just whatever you really feel called to. I mean, the part that drew me in first when I started all this was my crystals. I mean, I really love the energy of my very, and I really wish I could find it, and I know it'll come back soon. But my very first, I got two of them that day. My very first crystals was a piece of labradorite, which I have still up there, and a piece of amethyst, which the piece of amethyst fit perfectly in my hand to where I could sleep holding it, but it's disappeared. So the whatever it needed to do, it did for now. But I know I'll find it again. I don't need it right now. I mean, I've got several pieces of amethyst right now, but find the aspect of it that really really interests you, whether it's the cards or the crystals or just understanding your own energy. You know what affects your moods, and you know learn how to transmute those emotions when you don't think they're really serving a purpose. I'm so glad. Yay. And my phone, I think, just went into, yeah, blue light filter. Okay, it's trying to. Are you trying to tell me it's bed? No, it's not bedtime yet. It's only 10 o'clock. Seriously, it is 10 o'clock on the dot. You know I don't go to bed this early. Oh, I'm so glad that. Yay! Oh my God. Oh, I still have jeans on. Let's see. Hmm. Well, since we're so, it seems like everything, we'll do one for all three of y'all. We'll do one for Melissa and then we'll do one for Jess as well. Let's see what we got before my energy decides to go. You know, I seen this I think it was a meme on Pinterest earlier. It's like trust in a marriage is like a bubble with thousands of porcupines running around inside of it. That bubble's so easy to pop. Which I'm tired of putting band-aids on the bubble. He popped that bitch and I'm not fixing it this time. Okay. What do we have? Those don't seem right. Let's try this again. Only if you want me to. If you ask nicely. You gonna spank me like you did the cards? If you ask me nicely, I might. I can't believe an hour and 17 minutes. Was not planning on being here this long, but oh, what the. Okay, can we have pretty please and thank you one for Melissa, please, please, please. Oh no, por favor. Nah, I said one, not 13. Jumpy, 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 like the jelly bean. Okay. And those were ones that stuck together. There's 5 of those. No, we want one. Don't be cheeky. Quit trying to throw the whole deck at me. Just one, please. Well, okay. You said stop. What do we have? All right, and before we. All right. Ha! Melissa, you want to take a guess on which rune just come out for you? And you already know what it means. We've already. I'm not going to read this one from the book, though, because I just read. We have the I'm not even, yeah, movement again, along with the strength card, which they're telling me you have the strength you need. You've already started the packing. You know what you need to do. Put your big girl panties on and do it. You've got the strength. You don't need any more confirmation than that. You know what you need to do. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got. Gorgeous. Okay. Seems like there was something. Hmm. Okay. Ah. Oop, here's a new one. Okay. Ay, Dios mío. Okay. That's just. Okay. We have. First, we're going to show you the card that got pulled. We have Legacy, which showing that stability is coming for you. I know right now things are really wonky, sideways, feeling totally fucked up. But you will, there is a legacy waiting to be left behind by you, which this is why I'm laughing. I'm going to see if I can find the pronunciation of this one because I don't know it. And you'll understand in a second why I'm laughing at this. Ingwaz. Ingwaz. Profound strength grows slowly. Don't take shortcuts. Make use of stored power. The positive power of the masculine is available for all. Take action and learn by doing. Well, Ingwaz, it looks like two X's on top of each other. It actually says fertility, new beginnings. To leave a legacy, you know, kids. But it says this rune is akin to the moon, an intuitive part of our nature with the urge towards harmonizing and adjusting in the sphere of personal relationships. It embodies the need to share, the yearning to be desired, a search after similarities. The completion of beginnings is what Ingwaz requires. Drawing this rune may mark a time of joyful deliverance, a new life, a new path. A rune of great power. Receiving it means that you now have the strength to achieve completion, resolution, from which comes a new beginning. Above all, completion is crucial here. It may be timely that you complete. Okay, thank you, honey. Complete some project now. If so, make that your first priority. Perhaps a difficult state of mind can be clarified or resolved. The appearance of this rune indicates that you must fertilize the ground for your own deliverance. All things change, and we cannot live permanently amid obstructions. Ingwas signals your emergence from a closed chrysalis state. As you resolve and clear away the old, you will experience a release from tension and uncertainty. You may be required to free yourself from a rut, a habit, or a relationship, from some deep cultural or behavioral pattern, some activity that was quite proper to the self you are leaving behind. The time of birth is always critical. Movement can involve danger, yet movement that is timely leads out of danger. The time has come to enter the delivery room. Another of the cycle runes, Ingwas, counsels preparation, being centered and grounded, freeing yourself from all unwanted influences and seeing the humor. You indeed prepared to open to the will of heaven and await your deliverance with calm certainty. Calm the hell down. Everything's going to be okay. You got legacy and fertility. Whew. Well, you met your goal. You only had one box that you were gonna. I've been repeating that word to her to where it sounds completely funny to me now. Patience. Patience. It's a test. Just, yeah. Subscribe. Oh, I didn't realize. I need to for Melissa. Ouch. Whew. Well, this has just been a. Mm. Everything's just been really, really synchronistic tonight. The cards, mirroring each other, the runes mirroring the cards. Yeah. I'm pretty pleased with the outcome tonight. And to think I was debating not doing it, I'm really glad I did. Ow. 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 I seriously need to put pajama pants on. Ow. 127.07. Okay, we'll do one. He feels left out tonight because I always use these. Okay. We'll just do one. One message for all four of us that are sitting here, please, and thank you. I miss you too. I swear earlier today. Okay. Too many. I was listening. Never mind. There was just one. It says past lives. Release your past life karma. You are an old soul with deep wisdom. Healing your past lives will raise your vibration. It is a really beautiful card. I love my Oracle of Unicorns deck. It's so pretty. So, as if we need a confirmation on that, we all know these are past life relationships. We've seen it. We've felt it. My divine masculine actually witnessed me being shot in one of my lives, and the look of pure sadness and horror as it happened, because I can still see his face. Just, it would break your heart, because the karmic's the one that shot me. And I have the birthmark on me from now. Mention the karmic, and guess what? I don't want to talk right now. I don't give a shit if it's lunchtime. Go enjoy your circle jerk with the guys you work with. But we all know that, these are past life connections. We just have to have a little more faith in the journey, instead of when everything goes wrong, thinking that our masculines are giving up completely, that they don't love us, they don't want us, when in fact sometimes we all just need a little space, not just from each other, not just from our twins. There's times, okay, where we don't want to talk to anybody. Hermit mode, come on. The masculines have it too, so we've got to learn a little patience when they decide they want to go in a hermit mode. Jessica. Karmic kiss. Okay. See, we have the angel of divine timing and the angel of knowledge. And we were just sitting here talking, Kaylee, about knowledge, learning more about, the path for you. And then the divine timing is for all of us. Patience. Everything that's supposed to be ours will come to us when it's supposed to. You know, Jess, and this just came to me. You're always saying for him to come up there and put a baby in you. And there's been a couple of times where he was supposed to and he didn't. I honestly think at the time, had it happened, it wouldn't have been a viable pregnancy and it would have broke your heart. So, the divine timing is at play to make sure everything is right with you, right with him, and the right little tadpole meets the little egg. There's reasons why. So just remind yourself of that. Just think of how you'd feel right now if that was to have happened. It would have broke your heart. It would have been very hard for you to get over, and that's the universe's way of protecting you from that heartbreak. I mean, your kids keep saying, it wasn't time yet, Mom. You'll know when it's time. Ah, dang it, I really can't breathe. I'm going. No, no, I'm talking about had he come up, um, when he had originally planned to, not the miscarriages with the ex. I'm picking up that it was possibly if conception would have happened with your twin, that something wouldn't have been right. It wasn't time yet. Okay, yeah. So, divine timing, just be patient. Okay, I seriously got to pee, and sitting like this is making my bladder scream at me. Hmm. Don't do that. Feel like I'm trying to lift out of my body again. I don't do that a whole lot, but whew, that's a possibility. Okay. Uh, I think I'm gonna end this. If y'all want to go into a video chat, we can. I don't know, Melissa, if you can or not, because I don't know if he's home, but I really gotta pee and straighten my legs up before I lock up. Hey, vete a la mierda. Ugh. Yeah, but I'll call y'all on video chat here in a little bit. I have to go pee and stretch my legs and let Bradley out of his kennel, poor baby. All right, I will in just a minute. If anybody else, makes it through this hour and a half, there's really a lot of good information. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, share, subscribe, the usual. I do have an Instagram page by the same name that I post to occasionally. And I hope everybody has a good night. And thank you for watching.